and welcome to the Week 11 episode of Tossin the Pigskin. As always, I'm your host, Nate Smith. Let's dive right into it and check out how I did last week. 1-3-1 overall pushes my season total to 18-29-3. Been a rough 2-week stretch. I've been ice cold. There's just no other way about it. Not going to try to dodge it. Here in Middle Georgia, it's getting very chilly outside. A couple mornings ago, I woke up. It was about 27, 29 degrees. Went to drive to work. I had ice all over my windshield. That's about a summary of how my picks have been going so far, if not colder. I am a walking snowman. I am an Eskimo in the middle of Alaska. I am the piece of ice that's been stuck in the back of your ice maker for 5 years. I am frozen, but that all changes this week. Quickly, let's recap how I was bad last week, but we're going to dive right into Week 11 right after that. Raiders moneyline Thursday night was my only true winner. Bills +3 was a push. Very frustrating. They had plenty of opportunities to win that game. Rams -3 was a loss. Rams flat out suck. Panthers +6, a little bit tough. Chance at the 2-yard line to cover and tie the game at the end of that one. Couldn't get it done. Cowboys -3. That was tough. I was actually at that game. Me and my buddy Alex. It was a great time. The only thing that was bad was the result, and the Cowboys lost and obviously didn't cover the spread because they were -3. Don't even get me started on Jason Garrett and that Cowboys coaching staff and the play calling we saw in that game against the Minnesota Vikings. That's all flushed. Week 10 is done. Let's get into Week 11. Pick number 1. Give me the New Orleans Saints at -5.5 versus the Buccaneers. The Bucs secondary is not good. They just released Vernon Hargreaves, who they deemed to be not a good enough player to play for the Bucs. They'll be starting 2 rookies in this secondary against an angry Drew Brees and this high-flying Saints team that, I don't know if you've heard, can move the ball pretty well on offense and put up some points. But what makes this Saints team dangerous and one of the true contenders in the NFC in my mind is what they can do on defense. They're 5th in opponent yards per game and 5th in opponent third down conversion percentage. Tampa Bay cannot rush the passer very well at all. The Saints have a good O-line. There's some questions about the health of the O-line coming into this game, but even if they're missing some of their starters, I think they will hold up just fine. The Bucs are dead last in passing yards allowed per game, and as I mentioned, they're rolling out 2 rookies in the secondary this weekend. You know, aside from the numbers that tell you the Saints are a much better team, I just like the spot situationally. Saints just had a really embarrassing loss to the dismal Falcons. They're fired up. Can't trust the Bucs. All Jameis does is throw picks. He's not a good quarterback. Drew Brees is Hall of Famer. Let's go with the Saints in a bounce-back game. Sticking with the theme of bounce-back game, pick number 2, give me the Panthers -5.5. They're at home versus the Falcons. Atlanta is 28th in opponents' points per game and 31st in opponent third down conversion percentage. This Carolina offense is 11th in red zone conversion rate. Atlanta is 27th in red zone D. Carolina runs the ball very well, and Atlanta has trouble stopping it. CMC, a lot of people say low-key MVP candidate. I won't go that far. I just don't really see how a running back can win MVP in today's NFL, but him and Dalvin Cook are the top 2 running backs in the league right now. Let's see here. The Falcons, they throw the ball more than anyone else in the league. They're number 1 in pass play percentage, and Devontae Freeman will be missing this game, so we're going to be seeing an air raid from the Falcons, and the Panthers know this. And the Panthers have a really good secondary. Number 7 in opponent yards per pass, number 4 in interception percentage, and number 2 in sack percentage. That might be my favorite stat. This Carolina front 7 gets after the quarterback, and this Falcons O-line cannot protect anyone, whether it's Matt Ryan or Matt Schaub. Nobody. Give me the Panthers, -5.5. Pick number 3, maybe my riskiest pick on the board, you could say, but I'm confident in it. Give me the Cardinals +10.5 versus the 49ers. Short week for the Niners. They're also coming off an emotional loss, that Monday night game to Seattle. The Cardinals saw the Niners just two games ago. And they lost by 3 on Thursday Night Football when Arizona was at home to San Fran. Arizona is a gritty team. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6, winning 3 of those games straight up. No Staley, no Kittle, no Breida. This San Francisco defense ranks in the top 2 of almost every defensive category, but Arizona has been quietly efficient running the ball. Number 5 in the league in yards per rush, while San Francisco, interestingly enough, defensively, is number 24 in opponent yards per rush. David Johnson doesn't look good. His career might be over. I don't know what's going on with him. He looks broken. But Kenyon Drake and Chase Edmonds should be able to move the rock against this Niners defense. And, they don't even have to keep it that close. Within 10 points? Yeah, I think that happens. Give me the Cards. Pick 4, Patriots -3.5 versus the Eagles. I absolutely love this pick. Both teams coming off a bye, but who are we going to trust? Doug Peterson or Billy Belichick? I'm taking Billy. I am taking Mr. B. Scrooge himself, Christmas around the corner. Belichick, 14-5, coming off a bye under Big Billy with an average victory margin of 17 points. I know the game's in Philly. I don't care. This is a revenge game as well. There's a factor of revenge being that the Eagles beat New England in Super Bowl 52 just 2 years ago. This Eagles defense is a mess. I don't care who they're getting back. To be honest, not many starters on this defense, especially in the back end, are very quality in my opinion. On the other side, the Pats defense has just been massacring people all year long. Pats number 2 in points per game. Offensively, Pats are number 2 in points per game. And defensively, they are number 1 in points per game allowed. Just a dominant team on both sides. The turnover margin here is what's interesting as well. New England, number 1 in turnover margin and takeaways. This team creates chaos, and they don't turn the ball over. Give me the Pats. Last pick, going to Sunday Night Football for pick number 5. Give me the Bears +6 versus the Rams. Bears might win this game straight up, to be honest with you. I am starting to think as each day passes that Jared Goff is a fraud. The Rams O-line, in my opinion, is bottom 5 in the league right now. And this Bears D, yes, they've sustained some injuries, but they're still nasty. Starting tackle Rob Havenstein is out for the Rams in this game, which makes a bad offensive line even worse. Brandon Cooks is out. He's obviously a great weapon on the edge for Jared Goff. Bears are number 4 defensively in opponents' yards per rush and number 4 in opponents' yards per pass. This team does not give up big plays. They make you earn your yardage. They're going to make the Rams churn it out, and I just do not believe that Jared Goff has the talent and ability to beat this defense. The Rams have also struggled with turnovers. They're 25th in giveaways per game. Against a unit like this that is a swarming elite defense, does not seem like a good combo to me. Yes, I will admit this Bears offense is horrible and Mitchell Trubisky is really bad and they should trade for Cam Newton or figure out a solution because he can't be the quarterback next year if they want to do anything at all. But when I get the number at +6, I will take it. I think this game is ugly. I think it's low scoring. Like I said, I think the Bears have a legitimate shot to straight up win this game. Giving me +6, I get 6 points within a touchdown. Please and thank you. That was the Week 11 show, Tossin the Pigskin. I'm your host, Nate Smith, and I know winter time is approaching, but I'm really hoping my picks will start to heat up because I've been pretty ice cold. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.